How many shrimps do you have to eat before you make your skin turn pink? Eat too much and you'll get sick. Shrimps are pretty rich.
Man, gay Twitter really out here supporting a child sex worker. What the fuck? Oh my god.
High as hell when I'm in the clouds. That's that space shit. Elevated, I'm hella faded.
How's it going, kids? It's been a couple weeks, but your boy's back. And I'm back with some heat. We're going to be talking about a kid who, I don't know if he's being exploited, but he definitely should not be doing what he's doing. And this kid, Desmond, is amazing. He's a drag kid. And, yeah, it's kind of fucking gross. I don't know what else to fucking tell you. It's gross. Fucking spilled my Fruit Loops. Oh, fucking damn it. 1 second. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen a child star make headlines, but this is the first time that we've seen a drag queen child, which I can't believe those words just came out of my mouth. But he's been a huge spokesperson for the LGBT community, and he's been on the cover of Vogue, he's been on Huffington Post, he's been on basically almost every big news outlet / mainstream fashion thing, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know where this starts, where it stops. It's, at the end of the day, drag is I want to say sexual act. I mean, I know it's not in the description, but it is entertainment. And it's entertainment to what end? You know what I mean? If you look at clips of drag queens, it's always, oh, you're so sexy looking like this, or you're so, attractive like this. I mean, you can't call a kid sexy. That's just, I mean, that's statutory rape. Like, I don't know what to say. That's pedophilia. Like, it's weird. It's deranged. I don't know, but maybe these next couple of videos will give you some context. Did you see that? Let me show you what I saw. This old nasty fuck handing this fucking 11-year-old money to take off their clothes and fucking dance. I don't understand how this is fucking legal. I don't understand how this is encouraged on Twitter. I don't understand how these people who are encouraging this on Twitter can fucking have a clear conscience, or understand. I don't understand how the fuck this is okay. Look at this guy. Yeah, I get it. It's not clear. You can tell that guy's fucking old, fucking saggy, and wants to fuck the shit out of that little kid. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. There is so much more. So much more. And mainstream media will have you believe that this is cool. This is just great. I mean, oh, it's so empowering. It's so great to see this little kid fucking, prance around these old men. There are hundreds of videos like this. In fact, there's 50 uploaded to Desmond's channel, that his company or his fucking family have uploaded themselves. What family in their right mind allows an 11-year-old kid to dance for old men? Are you out of your fucking mind? That's a fucking joke. That's what that is. Now, the YouTube channel, Just Another YouTube Uploader, released an incredible video on this fucking topic. Like, it's definitely going to be better than whatever the shit I produce is. But I don't like taking other people's work, but I got to take a snippet out of it. There's nobody watching this anyway, so it's not like I'm fucking stealing. Just take a look at what he has to say here, and this incredible story about this fucking absolutely fucked up guy that Desmond works with and is doing an interview with. It's insane.
He's won some awards, and he's just been plastered all over the place. And now he's flanked by these two old, used up queer dudes sitting on this couch, and they're in front of a painting where you can see the feet of a girl skipping rope and the word rohypnol. And Desmond in this video seems a little bit out of it. His eyes are kind of droopy. He seems low energy. And that's basically what you got on the surface. And that's enough to maybe be a little bit unsettling. That's enough for you to say, I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I'm not sure that I'm okay with it. But like I said, it gets deeper, because what you may not know is this guy to Desmond's right is Michael Alig. Now, Michael Alig was made famous in the 90s when he was portrayed by Macaulay Culkin in a film called Party Monster. That's right, this guy is the Party Monster. Now, if you've seen that movie, you know how fucked up this is. If you haven't, let me fill you in. Michael was a club kid in the late 80s, early 90s. He got hooked on drugs. His life spiraled out of control. He ended up living in sort of a flop house with a bunch of other party kids, and including his drug dealer that he had move in. He got indebted to his drug dealer for thousands of dollars, and one day his drug dealer got sick of being put off and came to collect. Michael and another one of the roommates, a guy who they called Freeze, murdered the drug dealer, who went by the name Angel. So what they did was they bashed him over the head with a hammer a few times, put a pillow over his face to suffocate him. And then this part's a little bit contentious, but according to Freeze, Michael filled up a syringe with Drano and injected Drano into Angel's veins, as well as shot Drano into his mouth and then duct taped his mouth shut. Michael denies that, says it's a dramatization, but personally I'm inclined to believe Freeze, because first of all, why would you make that up? Second of all, Michael just seems completely psychopathic with no boundaries. If you want to get a better sense of the guy, you can watch the documentary, which is called Party Monster, a shockumentary, and they talk about the kind of guy Michael was. For example, he peed on people from the upper level of parties because he thought that was a funny prank. He would pee in bottles and give it to people and tell them it was Gatorade so they would drink it. He would spike people's drinks with drugs all the time just to fuck around. And one of the guys who knew him wrote an article saying that he also pimped out underage kids to his rich friends. So pretty much a fucked up dude, but I can understand why he would deny injecting Drano into Angel, because let's face it, that's a whole orders of magnitude just more fucked up. I mean, that's just a whole nother level. But anyway, enough about the Drano. They didn't know what to do with the body, so they put it in their bathtub with some ice. After a few days, it really started to stink, and so Michael said they had to deal with it. He offered to deal with it if Freeze would give him 10 bags of heroin. Freeze did, and in exchange for the 10 bags of heroin, Michael chopped up Angel's body, put it into a box, and dumped it in the Hudson River. A couple weeks went by and he thought he got away with it, and he started bragging to all his friends about how he had murdered Angel. Everybody thought he was just talking shit because that's the kind of guy he was. But eventually the box washed up. They found the body. They issued a warrant for his arrest, and he fled the city trying to escape justice, but they caught him. He took a plea for manslaughter and got out after 17 years. So if you didn't already have reason to question the parenting choices that Desmond's mother is making, now you can add that to the pile of questionable decisions that her kid is hanging out with this dude.
So, to me anyways, the overarching theme with this kid is his parents. and their seeming lack of parenting. I don't know how to say it, but they aren't there for him, is what it feels like. You know, this kid's hanging out with a convicted murderer who was a drug kid who there's a movie about him from when he was like, it's just insane. And then you add what he's doing as a job, I guess. You wonder what the parents are, and you wonder specifically about the father. Because, like, I can definitely see a couple moms who are, you know, kind of single moms or some shit that would do this kind of shit, but I don't think a father in their right mind would ever let a kid do this. So let's take a look at his father.
Desmond's mom, Wendy Lou, most often speaks publicly about her son. But I was curious to hear from his dad, Andrew. So while Desmond was getting one of his looks ready, I sat down with his father to get his point of view. To me, one of the wonderful things is that you've allowed your son to express himself, and you're saying allow isn't really the word you would use.
No, I don't think it would have. If we tried to stop him, it would work.
Yeah.
He'll find a way to do it.
As a father myself, I feel so afraid of having my kids be vulnerable or exposed. You were concerned about how he might be received?
No, he never really gets that much hostility. He went into kindergarten openly gay, so.
Yeah. He knew he was gay very early on. What was your journey of finding out or finding out? I don't mean that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
When did we figure it out?
Yeah, figure it out. That's the word, yeah.
That time he was 3.
Yeah.
Kind of realized that he was going to be a little different than the other kids. Yeah. How many 2-year-olds watch RuPaul?
Was there ever discussion between you and your wife about how to deal with this aspect of his being?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
And now you have an influencer as a 10-year-old son.
Yeah.
Does having such an influential kid make it easier or harder to raise him?
Harder.
Yeah, I
Much
imagine.
harder.
You know, the interviewer asks the father, you know, how much harder is it to raise your kid now? And he goes and he says it's harder. I don't think so, man. I don't think this guy's raising his kid at all. You know, he talks about how when the kid was 2, Desmond, he was watching RuPaul. I mean, the kid's 2. It's not like he can operate a fucking remote. Like, it's your decision what you put on the TV for this kid. You know, I'm not saying a kid becomes gay because of the shit they watch. I don't think that's the way it works. But I can definitely see that, you know, he watched RuPaul or whatever and wanted to do that. You know what I mean? It's on you as a parent to fucking not be a fuck up and not, you know, ruin your kid's life. I don't think his life is ruined, but like, you look at the guy he's hanging out with, that's the kind of guy that, you know, that could fucking, you know, ruin your kid's life. That kid could get pimped out just like that guy used to do. That kid could get fucking raped, you know? It's tough to say this kind of stuff, but, you know, when nobody's doing anything about it, you got to say something, and it's nauseating, it's disgusting. And honestly, I don't know what you're supposed to do, because it seems like everybody's on board with this, you know? I don't think I've ever seen one bad mainstream news article about this kid. Not one. It's always the support and how this kid is so influential and how he's, you know, a trendsetter in his own way. It's fucked up is what it is. It's absolutely fucked up. And if you want to do your own research, you can. I think I'm done with this video. There's not much more I can say. If you enjoyed, leave a like, but yeah, just fucking, I don't know what to do about this, and I hope somebody else can do something cool about it. Somebody else can you know, fucking put an end to this shenanigan that is probably just gonna lead to an old man raping this kid. I don't know, but anyways, take care.
Music.